wall for hours on end on a date. Does that get to you?
She slept there, dude. I was like, are you really going to do that?
Hell yeah, I was game for it. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to take the role. I mean, there's the choking scene, and I was really being choked by him, and it didn't look real enough. So then Mark had to jump in and put his arm in. I mean, I was chains. I had bruises for weeks on my wrist from that. I was really sick when we were done. I was so sick. I forgot about that. See, really irritated about it.
No, that's what I said. You were getting sick, and
yeah.
What were you, Mark? Was it Shadow or Priest, or what's the research?
no, I just went to Catholic school since I was a little kid,
Okay.
and I I had a lot of priests in my life, that were, there was this one guy, Polish guy, who was, he was, I lived in a low income area, and it wasn't a lot of crime, a lot of poor people, but everyone knew he was a priest, and it takes a lot of guts to do that, so I'm like, but he was a normal guy, he wasn't acting holy or whatever, but he always did talk to you about spirituality. And so I kind of based it off him. Not the voice, I'm like, I forgot what his name is, Wateki? Something like that. He was like, hey, Mike, how you doing? Good. All right. No, he was that guy, But, but he was, everybody liked to talk to him, like, he's like, how's it at home? And he's like, yeah, it's all right. And then he talked to you about it, but he had that gift that, he just made everyone feel at ease, and I thought, and I just stylistically, just because I've seen so many movies like this that where the right away the priest is like, looks so holy and this, and I was like, well, this is a different generation. Why don't we just do somebody who's normal?
You were.
Thanks.
Well, let me ask both of you. Are you a believer in this kind of stuff, and what do you think is fascinating, this whole possession and possession and exorcism thing?
It's funny though. I don't like possession. I mean,
You take it or leave it.
yeah.
I grew up in a really spiritual household. My parents were Catholic. I went to church when I was younger, but I believe in supernatural forces, and I believe in good and evil, and I've always believed that exorcisms are real, and I think that a lot of times they're not real, like documented cases. Some of them are just people who are losing their mind a little bit, but I definitely believe that it's possible.
What do you want?
I mean, I believe so as well. Like I did grow up in a religious household, and the Pope last year said that he believes that the Antichrist is on Earth. That doesn't help.
Doesn't help you sleep at night.
No, I mean, literally, like, you're going to sleep, I'm putting my kid to bed, and I'm like, why would he say that?
Oh.
Why would he say that? What does he know that I don't? You know what I mean?
It's just like baptizing a child, just in case limbo actually exists.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember in the movie The Last Exorcism 2, the movie poster actually has Ashley Bell crazy bent over backwards because she's just ridiculously double jointed, and I was wondering if in all the twisting and contorting that you're doing in this movie, if they had to CG some of that, or you're actually
No. No, I mean, I did a lot of physical stuff, but I mean, I can't bend in half. But yeah, no, there's some CG, but a lot of it, I mean, not much. The shoulder, I can pop it off. No, I'm just kidding.
Some people can. You never.
My sister.
Like Mel Gibson. With the weapon.
Olivia, your character, Angela, we were talking previously about at the end when she comes back to plead for her, to kill her. What would be the part where the devil kind of gets into you? I mean, is it like you're playing two things, or you're playing Angela who's possessed, or Angela doesn't know what's going on about?
Yeah, I mean, I think when she's possessed, she's possessed. That's it, and that I think it's a game for both, and lets her, he lets her come out and think everything's going to be okay. But I don't think she has control at any point.
Mark Nebley.
He said he's ready for part 2 to see you guys as real devil practitioners.
Yeah, I don't know if we should we say that? That way it might, ruin the thing for people. But I thought I always thought about it like as a possible 3-movie thing, where at first I'm like, my guy is like the rookie, so to speak. So the second time, it's whatever, just going to battle and have this aggression, have the, him coming back from war, like using that, and then you get to see what, what father was before that. And then the third, having gone to war, like, and just dealing with the PTSD and who knows what happens with him that way. I thought that was always interesting. I'm gonna pitch it.
I think you just did.
I'm gonna pitch to the studio. Be like, what do you think, buddy? And then part 5 and 7.
Mel Gibson comes.
Yeah, Mel Gibson comes. Look what I do.
Well, it's interesting, Michael, seeing the last time I saw you was at Fury, and you played a soldier there. This character is an ex-soldier turned priest. Is there kind of like, do you take something out of that, or is it a development, or?
No, I did this movie before that.
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah.
You left right after the shoot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did this movie first, and then the other one. I think this one is, but this one is different because I've met people that have gone to war. I actually bought somebody's life rights, and the guy's from, he's 93, and he went to World War II, and he was a medic, and he didn't want to talk about it until just a couple years ago, and so they want to just shove everything under the rug and not really have to deal with it, not have to talk about it. They think they don't talk, they don't deal, and so this guy definitely just wanted to leave the past, let the past be the past. I'm sure that he's seen some ugly things, but what's interesting is also he's like, it's a struggle with his faith. You know what I mean? Who has more control? Who's more powerful? And I thought that's what was interesting with the character, but it had nothing to do with Fury.
Are you both fans of horror movies? Can I get some favorites here? Do you watch or do you not watch?
Oh yeah, I love horror movies.
Okay.
I mean, but the ones that when I was a kid I thought were done so well. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Friday the 13th. Rosemary's Baby. The Shining.
Shining. Okay. Omen.
Oh, you get a lot. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Talking to a fan here. Okay.
Yeah.
We had quite a bit of rehearsals before. Mostly just worked going over the script and stuff. By the time we got on set, we knew exactly what we were doing, but it was just a lot of going through the scenes with the other actors and getting to know each other. That way when we were there, because we had so much to do in such a little amount of time, I think the rehearsals really helped. Yeah.
And what kind of director is Mark to you guys?
He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's he does unconventional things. The way he shoots, rollerblades being one of them.
Yeah.
But then you see the shot, and you're like, you just don't trust somebody on rollerblades with a camera, and he
moves fast.
He's quick and he's very nimble, can go back and forth and everywhere, and it was pretty awesome to shoot with that, because there's some shots in The Shining, with the red floor that they come out and then you see the twins, and so but because he's on rollerblades can do that much faster. And then so it really, feels like something else, which is new, and especially in tight, quarters. I think he accomplished something that I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
He also said that since he's on rollerblades, he expects everyone else to be able to do all sorts of stunts.
Yeah, I was just running.
I got on rollerblades. At one point, Mark and I were both on rollerblades.
Really?
Yeah.
Chasing me.
Yeah, that was the first day we worked together on set. Was I was chasing you on rollerblades.
Which scene was that?
I don't know.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. Are you making it up?
No.
I don't remember you were being on rollerblades.
Maybe you were upstairs at that point. The goat. Do you remember the goat?
Oh yeah. That was weird. That was just weird. It was like I remember that day.
Did you get pretty acclimated with the harness and all the other things involved in the physical?
Yeah, I mean, I've done quite a few films where I do the stunts, and I love harness work. I love doing that. It's fun. It's a fun part of the job.
What scenes were involved in your audition? Did you have to play out like a whole possession, or?
No, we didn't get into that in the audition phase. I think it was probably just in between me And Johnny Midori, yeah. I don't even remember. No possession though. Wasn't screaming or anything like that.
What's next for you, Olivia?
Got a couple of things coming up. Trying to figure out what's next, but yeah, a couple of movies.
So not about to get fixed, okay. And Mr. Pena, I gotta ask you, my fans want to know, what does your character do in Ant-Man?
Can't
What
tell
is-
you.
Because I saw the footage. You're like, ah!
Yeah, but you're like, that's the only thing that they give you is that.
Yeah.
I'm in the movie.
Okay. What about Chips? Can you tell us about Chips?
Yeah, I play
What's
the
gonna
role
happen?
of Poncherello
Yeah.
on that Ponch.
Are we gonna really emulate him?
No, I think I got. Well, he wasn't really trying to emulate anyone when he was doing it. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, I'm gonna try to do it my own. I gotta get in really good shape for that one. Tomorrow I start learning how to drive a motorcycle, and it's good because I got 4 months. But still, 4 months is not a whole lot. You know, I got to be doing scenes where like, and we did like a little sizzle reel to get a greenlit, you know, for Warner Brothers. And holy cow, you know, Dax Shepard really, because he rides bikes and you know loves fast
He's a
cars.
car guy.
He's a car guy, but he's also a motorcycle guy, so he can ride everything. And I was really impressed at how he was able to just, you know, turn. I don't know how comfortable I would feel, especially with a 6-year-old kid riding up and down the mountains. It's so fast, because if you fall, you're like, that's it for you, buddy.
So it's action comedy, action/comedy.
It's gonna be, I think it's gonna be like the way it reads now in the script reads more like a Lethal Weapon, which I really like. You know, a lot of the humor is based on reality, you know, and then when the characters know when they're being funny, so it's a little bit different than you know, when you're the butt of the joke or something like that. There's not too many of those. A lot of arguing almost.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I can tell you way more about that than I can about the Marvel.
But
There'll be like a red dot on my head.
Will we see Eric Estrada?
I don't know. Maybe. No idea.
Last question.
Michael, your character, Father Lozano, what I thought was interesting was where he's trying to figure out what's going on here. What's the case with Angela? He's not like looking for, is she possessed? What part does he suspect? Oh, I need to get involved. I need to know what's going on here because something serious is happening.
I mean, the part where she's there, she's not there, and you know, and it's just, you know, I mean, my mom was sick a lot, so I went to hospitals a bunch, and you know, you get to see, you know, different people with cancer are much different than them having an anxiety attack, and you know, somebody who's just really down, discolored. You know, you kind of know how they're sick. She's just different. There's something different going on that you can't explain very much, you know, and then you get all the information, you're like, from a bird, huh? Wow, this is really interesting. And then it's also the stuff that, you know, Lozano has studied that are kind of his worst fears. Like, you kind of don't want to do that. You don't, like, when somebody comes in, they say, you know, certain things, and then they tip you off that they might have cancer, you pray to God that it's not that. You know what I mean? So that's why he takes a little bit more time. But then there's signs, you know, all the different parts, you know, the guy doing that, and then her going in and out, and then that, you know, telling me about the different, I think it was the different sacraments, you know, that's when all this starts going on. They're like, okay, I think I need help.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, right on.